My name is Sarah Brown Wessling. I'm a high school English teacher at Johnston High School in Johnston, Iowa. Getting up in the morning and going to school never feels like a job to me. My students fuel me in the most amazing ways. I hope that they will be lifelong learners. I hope that they will be able to find their passions and go pursue them. The first thing I would say to parents as these new assessments are being rolled out is to take a deep breath. The idea is that they will replace the assessments that have already been in place. We have new assessments because we have different standards, and the standards are promoting skills like critical thinking, problem solving, being able to reason and explain that reasoning. We need an assessment that really matches those standards. The easiest way to really see the differences in the assessments is to take a look at them online. We are going to take a look at the 5th grade math assessment from PARCC. Students will have lots of tools available like a ruler, a calculator, or a notepad, which allows them to keep track of their thinking and their reasoning so they can explain it in the answer. Here, in order to demonstrate an understanding of fractions, the student must create his own comparison and explain why certain reasoning is incorrect. Here, students need to use a drag and drop feature and answer multiple parts to a question. So students have to understand more than just a single concept. When asked to find the volume of a cube, students are asked first to show the equation and formula they use, and then to type how they found their answer. So that's math. But what about English? Well, it's actually pretty similar. Let's take a look. Here, instead of just selecting a word to describe characters from the passage, students have to describe 2 characters and use a line from the text that supports their choice. In this question, students will have to read 2 passages about penguins and compare them. You'll notice the details contain concepts like point of view and present tense. In order to answer it correctly, they need to know some academic vocabulary. Using the same articles about penguins, students will now be asked to watch an additional video and write an essay. As you can probably guess, they'll be required to use information from the sources in their essay. This is where the highlighting tool comes in handy. What I really like about these assessments is, first of all, the way that they match the standards that we're already teaching. The second thing is the way they're asking questions differently. They're asking students to demonstrate their mathematical reasoning skills. They're prompting students to make compelling arguments. They are asking students to work with a diverse set of texts and synthesize those. These are all the skills we know students need in the real world. The results of these assessments can be used by parents and teachers alike to really figure out where students are at in their continuum of learning. So for some students, that means we might be able to decide they need a little bit more help. For other students, we may learn that they need to be pushed a little bit and they need to be challenged by going deeper into a subject matter. We need to be able to understand how students are continually working and struggling with these challenging skills. So we want students to take these assessments not so that we can tell them that they're good or bad or they got it right or wrong. We want them to take these assessments so that it can inform instruction. If you have more questions, check out the website bealearninghero.org, where you can get tips to help support your child, information on the assessments, practice assessments, and a lot of other great resources as well.